Service Nation, good to be with you today. Don't know why, but I'm feeling good. I'm excited to be with you and to bring some heat. So today we are talking about, do happy service employees equal more profit? I think we kind of all have a feeling that it's true that happier employees is a better business, right? And it's true. But we want to talk about nuts and bolts. Does it actually make us more money? Does it allow us to grow faster? Does it change our lives? What does that actually mean, and how could it mean? So let's dive into that and see if we can't make your service business better. You grow faster while doing less. That said, if you are getting value from the show, you want us to put out more content, you love it, you're getting value, let us know. Shoot us an email. Jump on our page, growmyservicecompany.com, join our Facebook group, and most importantly, subscribe, rate, review, and refer your friends. Let the world know that you're digging it, and we'll keep cranking this stuff out. All right. That said, let's jump into happy service employees equaling more profit or not, how and if they change your life. So, I don't know about you guys and gals, but I had years, and this is hard to admit, but oh my goodness, it's the truth, where anytime an employee would call or text, it would stress me out. And to be honest, I'm so old, I was really calling. This is before texts existed. But you see that number come up your caller ID and you're just like, oh, geez. I was in this, and I'm dying to hear, because I've heard this before, so I have a feeling many of you listening right now will have the same feeling of, I want the business to run without me, right? Like, I want it to kind of do what it does without me having to hold its hand, but I constantly put out fires for my people. I constantly put myself as the superhero, right? I don't know about you guys and gals. You don't have to admit this out loud, but in your heart of hearts, be honest with yourself. If we have a little bump of adrenaline or feel good when employee calls with something to put out some little fire, and we can go like, do this, go here, do that, and the thing is solved, right? That oftentimes makes us feel good, like, oh, I got something done. So we get all these bumps of kind of adrenaline. I'm fixing things. I'm the king of the universe. I'm the genius, blah, 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 blah. Not that we think that consciously, but subconsciously, we're knocking down problems, right? Which is fine. But the problem is that kind of leads to us feeling like we're needed and we've got to be in the middle of every problem, and that will cripple your business because employees think everything have to run through you, right? And there's no quicker way to make a Jessica's here saying thanks for the daily lives, consistently learning. And I know Jessica, she is a learner day in and day out. Yeah, so it'll be fun too as this show grows and people be like, who's this Jessica? She was like the only one learning or listening for the first month. We'll have to have you on the show like in 6 months or something and be like, here's where she is. Anyway, so the problem is that running everything through you is a sometimes not so subtle reminder or communication to your employees that, hey, you guys are dumb, I'm smart, don't make any decisions on your own. You guys are just extensions of me. Go do work, and as soon as any brain power is needed, come talk to me, right? We would never say that, but oftentimes our businesses devolve into that without us even noting. And it feels good in the moment to be able to like, boom, boom, solve this, solve that. But in the long term, it feels awful when you'd like to do a crazy thing like take a vacation, or God forbid you get sick, or you just don't want to work one day. You're allowed to do that as an owner, And believe me, guys, gals, I tried yelling and begging and paying more and being sarcastic, to my shame, documentation, thick books, systems, nothing worked. And it was so frustrating because there's just nothing worse than having your business stuck at a certain level. And deep down, if we're honest, we kind of have a feeling like I'm the stuck, right? It's me, right? Hopefully that's for step one, is recognize wherever your business is, good, bad, or indifferent. That's all you, right? So all the credit goes to you, and any of the, hey, we're not getting what we want, that goes to you, right? Which is a powerful position. The worst place in the world is to go, my employees suck, my customers suck, the government sucks, everything outside of the world is keeping me from being successful. If you have that, none of this coaching is going to help. So step one is to realize whatever state our business is in, that's us, right? We take all the credit for the good and we take all the responsibility for the bad. Or if you want to be a level 5 leader, as in good to great, we give all the credit to our team when things are good and we take all the responsibility when things are bad. So all that to say, once we own it, so if we don't own it, we just feel helpless, right? Oh, the world's against us, there's nothing we can do, and we might as well quit. For the rest of us who are entrepreneurs, we go, I know this is me. And it's frustrating for most of us who are like, I would do anything. I want to learn. I want to grow. It's not that I'm refusing to do what I need to do. I just don't know what I need to do, right? A lot of times we're like, oh, I'm too lazy to do that, or it's too hard. But what we're really saying is, I don't believe it'll work, and I'm too lazy to do something I don't think is going to work, which isn't laziness. That's actually smart. So it just is frustration. Being stuck at a certain level and putting everything you can into it, and I've got most of the pieces I've got all the pieces on the table, many, if not most of them, in the right spot. There's just one or two missing things I can't do. So let's tear that apart and make sure that's not a problem in your life at all right now. So, and again, I hate that none of this is like, hey, look how smart Mike is. It's like, man, wow, Mike really sucked when he was younger, which is the case. I might suck now. 60-year-old Mike might look back at 40-something-year-old Mike and go, wow, that guy was an idiot. But 40-something-year-old Mike looks back at 20-something-year-old Mike and knows he was an idiot. So, I hate to say it because I would never say this out loud, but looking back, I really felt like I was the smartest guy in the room when I had my employees, right? Like I got to get this done and they got to come to me. And here's the problem. I wasn't, right? And even more, one level deeper, even more insidiously, is I felt like I had to be the smartest guy in the room. That's evil, right? Because it's just going to kill you, because it's too much pressure on you to, quote unquote, get stuff right, be there to answer. And spoiler alert, if you're the smartest guy in the room, what's the rest of the people there, right? They're just dumb labor to help you. If you really want to build something, you want to hire people smarter than you. So I love it when I've got people on my team doing stuff where I look and go, wow, I couldn't do that. That's amazing. I just am in awe of some of the things my team does. And used to would have made me maybe mess with I don't know, wouldn't have felt good. Now it feels fantastic, right? So if it's people that I've hired and they're all on board to help me with my vision, and we've all share the same vision to serve or have the impact that we want, and I'm the dumbest guy in the room, that's a good day, right? If I'm the smartest guy in the room, we're capped at my level. But if I'm the dumbest guy in the room, I'm a pretty bright guy. All these people are smarter than me. We are going to go somewhere. So I had to move from it being about me and how I felt. That's another thing, right? We solve problems sometimes not because we'll tell ourselves it's what we think is best for the business, but a lot of times it's just what feels good and what's easy, right? It is harder, not that our employees, our team members are children, but it is harder for me to patiently, slowly, sluggingly watch my 4-year-old to clean his room than just to freaking do it in 2 minutes, right? Watching him do it, training him to do it might take forever. But as I raise him up, right, I've got a 21-year-old who's better than me at a lot of stuff, right? So you have to be willing to go through the painful part of going slow to help someone get up to speed in certain areas to have them hopefully surpass you. So I had to move from the center for me being kind of my business to being a little outside of and slightly elevated for my business, right? Michael Gerber talks about it in the E-Myth, where he says, you and your business are two separate entities. I remember that was mind-blowing when I read it in my early 20s. Like, I was so entwined with my business, I emotionally felt like my business was me. If I was successful, my business was successful. If my business was unsuccessful, I was unsuccessful. So I kind of had this weird connection that we think is good. It's not good. Our business is a separate entity. I can be a very successful, happy, healthy individual and have my business struggling. And I can be struggling in my personal life, and I've got good systems and processes and people. My business can be thriving. So we definitely have to kind of make that distinction and that break of, I love my business, right? Just same with my child. I love my kids, but they're not me, right? What makes me happy and what I think is successful and happy for my life won't be for my kids. And I've got to support them to be what they want. Same with our business, right? So I had to separate me from my business. We're two separate entities. If I didn't, I was never going to reach my potential. More than that, my business and my people weren't going to reach their potential. And I wasn't going to change the lives that I meant to change. So it started from, at the beginning, it was me first, right? Because I built this thing. This is all for me. And again, please don't hear me. This is the opposite of bragging. Whatever bragging is, kind of me just sharing my immature thoughts and who I was. So, and again, I want you guys and gals to be able to take that and go, well, yeah, maybe there's a piece of that here. And maybe I can, as opposed to taking 10, 20 years like Knucklehead Mike, I can make that transition sooner. So I moved from me first. And again, this isn't what I would have told you if you'd asked me. I'd be like, no way. But that's probably how I felt. Customers second and employees last, which is probably the least profitable, effective way to run a business that I know. And it blew my mind when I realized I had it completely backwards, right? For me to get what I wanted, I had to make sure other people got what they wanted. I think I stole that from Zig Ziglar. If you ever want to be rich, if you ever get what you want, get enough other people what they want. Great feedback. And that goes to employees, customers, your spouse, the world, right? So I kind of switched employees in me, right? I was like, okay, well, if I get employees enough customers what I want first, then I can have what I want. And then, of course, I guess I better hire some employees to get the customers what they want, right? The problem is I realized at scale, So at the beginning, for all of us, when we start a company, we talk to all our customers. We do everything. So it's pretty easy to make sure the customers get the experience that we want. But when we start scaling, I realized I might not talk to a customer once or twice a year, and my team might talk to a customer or dozens of customers every week, right? So I realized if I really want to have impact and get this thing right, I've got to go employees first and then customers and then me at the end, right? That's really what's going to get me what I wanted. Which kind of brought me some other conclusions I want you guys to get. I didn't and shouldn't be the smartest person in the room. That's not a green light that makes you feel good. That's a red light that should make you panicky. Another thing, my employees, I always used to think, well, gosh, if I can just get my employees to do 80% as well as I do, right? Like so at first I was like, I can't hire employees because my customers won't tolerate it. They won't do it right. They'll ruin my business. I'm the only genius guy out there. Couldn't be further from the truth. Then I was like, well, maybe, I realized my limitations. I only got 24 hours in a day and I got to sleep 8 of those. So, and God forbid I have a family or personal life. So I realized I got to get employees. And I thought, well, even if I have 10 employees and even if they only do 80% as well as I do, that's still like 8 times what I can do, right? If there's 10 of me, I could do 10 times what I could do. If they can only do 80% of that, I could at least do 8 times what I can do, right? So each individual employee in my mind couldn't do what I could do, but a bunch of them could do something. The problem is that I needed to move to the point where employees not only did as well as I did, but better, right? I needed to hire people that were better than me, not equal, right? So the opportunity wasn't for employees to be little mini-me's. It was for me to make them more than me, not just in skill, but in responsibility and in happiness. So I had to make that shift from this is my business, everyone's here to serve me. Oh my gosh, it sounds so immature just saying it, to I'm really here to serve others. And the way to do that is not for me to serve my customers and we got a bunch of these dumb employees. The employees are the key to the whole operation. Once they're happy and healthy and in the right space, then they can bring massive impact to my customers. And then that'll trickle down to me. So this, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. The opportunity wasn't for employees to be mini-me's. I just need to make them more than me, right? Not 80% as good as me, not as good as me, better than me. And I had to realize that just meant I had to hire good people. And we talked about, by the way, if you go through the last 2 episodes, we talked about how to hire with core values, how to do the system. Now we're kind of tying it all in a bow. So this episode kind of caps off the last 2. The first one was how to hire core values match, not skill set. Then we did how to attract and chase, how to attract, not chase, with building a community and something special they can't get anywhere else. And then yesterday we talked about how systematizing an always on, always hiring system as opposed to never fully staffed will get you what you want. Today we're going to finish that with the third key component, which is growing the employees as opposed to focusing on me, right? So as always, we want to give you a framework of, not just the concepts of what I did, but like here's the steps that we take to make that happen. And it's, as all good frameworks, it's simple, right? Not easy. I wish it was easy. It's not easy, but it is simple. So first, and this, by the way, goes with kids as well as employees, not to say that our employees are children, but they are humans. And the way that we inspire and encourage small humans that are children works real well with big humans that are adults. All right, so first, be clear on a very few simple rules. Be clear on a few very simple rules. So lack of clarity will kill you. Anyone that's had a kid knows, don't touch that. And then the kid will be like, oh, and they put their hand right up again, but they don't touch it, right? What we meant was stop being a pain in the butt. But we didn't say that. So be clear. And the second piece is on a few simple rules. So if I told my kid, I'm trying to think of something good, like to clean his room, like you can never have this kind of toy here and that toy there, and you've got to do this, and I had 47 rules and they're super complex, he has no chance, right? So I've tried, and I think I learned this from James Dobson, if there's any James Dobson fans out there, focus on the family. He talks about when you're raising boys, especially, but I think it works for all kids. I've got 2 boys, so I don't know as much about or anything about raising girls, but I've got 2 boys, that you want to have as few rules as possible. Right? Like the example he gave is a perfect example that his kid wanted to go to school wearing a cape or some like weird thing. And he's like, oh, and when he was a younger parent, he would be like, no, you can't do that. And as he got older, he realized, go do what you want. So he made fewer, simpler rules. Like for my son, it's be nice to other people, right? So that kind of covers, don't hit, don't yell, don't call people names, don't try and make people feel bad, and be safe. Don't hurt yourself. That's pretty much it. I try to be like, if he wants to do some wacky thing that's not going to hurt anybody, but I think it's dumb. He wants to go to school with his shirt inside out or backwards or whatever. I might go, hey, son, the kids might make fun of you. You might feel silly. And he goes, I don't care. I want to wear it. okie dokie, here we go. So just a few simple rules. And that's what we do with our employees, right? And we call those core values. So for us, it's have fun, make money, be real, help out. 4 rules, pretty simple. Have fun. I don't know how much simpler you can be with that. Very clear. Make money. That's what we're here to do for us, for our employees, for our customers, everybody. Be real. Don't put a mask on. Don't fake it. Just be who you are, and that's got to be good enough. And then help out, right? Help your fellow man, employees, customers, whatever. That's it. They're very simple. And then we tie those with KPIs, key performance indicators. So you don't want 20 of them, right? You got to do this and this and this. I see clients do that where they'll try to make a job description with like 47 things this guy or gal's got to do. And it's like, you couldn't even do that job. Come on, let's be reasonable. So step 1 is be clear on a few simple rules. So the 3 key words there are clear, few, meaning not many, and simple. And those simple rules are your core values and your KPIs. So I let my people spend money, fire clients, make just about any decision as long as they can tell me how it matches the core values that we set out and the KPIs, right? A perfect example of this is perfect example is an employee will do something that I think is no big deal and you'll freak out. Right? To you, it's a huge deal. How could he not see that? Like, what was he thinking? And the employee is baffled going, what did I do? I don't even see this as a big deal. And then other times the employee will do something like, holy crap, I'm going to get fired. Mike's going to be pissed, or whoever you are, you're going to be pissed. And you're like, it's fine. It's totally fine. And they don't understand why. They don't understand the rules. The reason is, in the first circumstance, when they did something they didn't think was a big deal, and you did, they violated one of your core values, right? So if my son called one of his friends a poopy head, he might think that's not that big of a deal, but that violates a core value to me. It's like you're being mean to a friend, right? So I just share with them as opposed to freaking out on him for calling a poopy head. I explain how we value other people. We want them to feel good. We want them to enjoy being around us. We don't want to hurt them. And it hurts us when people are mean to us. So I share the concept, not the specific thing. On the other thing, he might knock something over that was expensive and break it and think, oh my gosh, Dad's going to kill me. That didn't violate one of my core values. I might be sad that my expensive thing is now broken, but I'm not angry at him. He's just being a kid, right? So the trick is with your employees and your kids, tell them what the rules are, right? As opposed to them violating a rule they didn't know and then you freaking out on them, or them thinking, oh my gosh, Mike's going to kill me, and you're fine with it. And they're like, what happened? Just tell them the rules and go, if you violate one of these rules, it's freak out time. Whatever you do else that doesn't violate this rule that maybe I didn't love, we're just going to be no freaking out, right? So that's really it. Like perfect examples. Jack Welch ran GE very successfully for decades, and they called him Neutron Jack because the joke was that he would go through buildings like a nuclear blast, and all the people would be gone. The buildings would be standing, right? Because he fired everybody. So this is kind of how he's known. And he was in an interview with a reporter who asked him some employee had made a mistake with some very expensive fabric or something. It cost like $250,000. And they're like, oh, you're going to fire this guy, Jack, right? Because he was known for that. And he goes, fire him. I just invested $250,000 in his education. Why would I fire him? So again, it was the employer or the reporter didn't understand Jack's core values. So really important that you communicate. That's number 1. Be clear on a very few simple rules. Number 2, give them more responsibility earlier. Holy crap. And this, I hate to keep going back to the kid thing, but it's so true. If you give your employees lots of reign to make lots of mistakes with the rules, hey, employee, as long as you have fun, make money, be real, help out, and you got to fill in your core values. Those are mine. But as long as you have fun, make money, be real, help out. And the reason I repeat them is because when I ask people, even students, what their core values are, they're like, hold on, let me look them up. I'm like, no, they're not your core values, right? Like that would be like someone's like, what do you love about your wife? I'm like, I don't know. I wrote it down somewhere. I made a plaque for her. I've got to go read the plaque. Like I could tell you off the top of my head because it's important. I love that woman, right? Your core values should be the same. You should be able to have fun, make money, be real, help out. Instantly, at the middle of the night, all your employees, you should be able to wake them up at 2 a.m. and go, what is the company's core values? And they go, have fun, make money, be real, help out, right? So give them more responsibility earlier and say, as long as you meet your KPIs and you don't violate a core value, you do anything you want. Here's the keys to the building. Here's the bank account. Whatever you need, you go. I'm sure it's happened, but I can't think of a single time I got stolen from or someone took that kind of freedom and used it to intentionally steal or hurt me. Maybe it's happened, but I've gotten so much value out of it. Even if it did, it wouldn't mean anything. And then, because people live up and down to what you give them. If you say, call me for everything, you can't spend money, don't do that, and they make a decision like, that was stupid, you screwed up, they'll just get smaller and smaller and go, I know, no matter if I go left or right, it doesn't matter, Mike's going to yell at me, so I'll just stand still. or call Mike for everything. And then you have to do everything. When you say, do anything you want, as long as you meet your KPIs, your key performance indicators, you have fun, you make money, be really help out, not just for us, but our employees, your other, other employees, other team members, customers, vendors, to the world, do whatever you want. People will live, you'll be shocked at how someone that you thought was low level, didn't have management capability, couldn't do anything because you never gave them an opportunity. You start giving them freedom to make decisions in that box, right? Just following the few simple, clear rules. You'd be shocked at how people will just outperform you every time. And even you might have the genius, and if you don't let him do anything, even geniuses go, well, I don't need this crap, right? He doesn't want me to think or do anything, so I'll just not think. And eventually the geniuses will leave. Okay, so the last thing is, so the first is be clear on a few simple rules. Number two is give them more responsibility earlier within those rules. And number three is the response to every problem, lack of performance, complaint that the employee had. I don't like Susie. I didn't do my job. The customers, man, all of this stuff that we have to talk to a customer about that people are like, should I write them up? Should I have a system or process or blah, blah, blah? My response is the same every time. It is a core values-based conversation. That's it. So if an employee comes to me and says, customer complained and they're a big jerk and they want everything to be perfect and I'm sick of that customer. Instead of yelling at them, the customer's right, or yelling at the customer, my employee's right, or taking any side, I'll just have a conversation. Hey, let's talk about having fun. Was it fun for you to have the employee treat you that way? No, it wasn't. Is it fun for you and I to be having this conversation? No, it's not. Okay, so far the situation isn't fun. We violated one of the 4 core values. How about making money? With a customer yelling at us, you think we're making any money? No. If we fire them, do you think we'll make more or less money? Less. And maybe he'll go, this guy's such a pain in the butt, he requires 10 times the work, and we will make more money. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're going to have that conversation. And then be real, right? We told the customer we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Are we doing it? We got to be honest. If we said we'll do X, Y, and Z, we're only doing X and Y, we got to be real with ourselves and say, we did a crap job. It's our fault. Let's fix it. If we said we're only going to do X, Y, and Z, and he wants us to do A, B, and C, we got to be real with him and go, we don't do that, right? Have fun, make money, and then help out. Right? How can we help the world and make it a better place in response to this? So every time we have that core values conversation, we kind of take away every little argument and turn it into are you still believing these core values? And again, if you listen to the last couple podcasts, we attract people that share these values. So the cool thing is we're not finding strangers that don't have this set of beliefs and trying to force them into our way of life. We're finding people that strongly and deeply believe in these things, and then we're just blowing on that fire and helping them grow, right? So if we find people that already share the values that we have, we lay out the values and the KPIs, and we ask them to act in accordance to what they already believe, it's super easy. So one of two things will happen. They'll start acting according to your core values, and you won't have any more problems, or they'll start realizing they don't really share your core values, and they wander off. You don't have to fire them. You don't have to have a big fit. They just go, this isn't for me, right? It's fantastic. This 3-step system of being clear on a few simple rules, give them all the responsibility in the world within those rules and those KPIs, and anytime there's a problem, responding to it with those rules, how do we have more fun, make more money, be real, and help out, has allowed me to grow faster than I've ever grown, while spending less time at work with way less stress, right? Because employees might go a little bit off or a little bit that way, but we got the bumper things up in the bowling alley, right? They can go a little off, but the core values, the rules, put them right back in the middle. Employees move from a necessary evil to people I actually love doing life with. And for you, your employees get to live their dream and not yours. And them living their dream helps them serve your clients, which allows you to have your dream, right? They hold it's another thing. When you hire the right people that are accountable to these core values, they hold each other accountable. Sometimes you don't even have to do it. It's like a little cult, right? They all believe in the core values, and when we're all going this way and following these rules, and someone kind of wanders off and doesn't want to play by the rules, the employees will kind of self-correct even if you're not there. It's fantastic. And you can remove yourself from the day-to-day. You can run your company just based on those KPIs, right? Here's the 3 to probably 6 or 7 key performance indicators. If they're all in the green, I stay out. I don't do anything. Let the company run itself. And if 1 or 2 are yellow or red, I know exactly where to focus my time. I don't have to run everything every day. I just check those 3 things, and you can do that from anywhere, right? And your customers feel loved, and served, not out of obligation, but because the people that we have here that love on you guys, Service Nation, is because they're amazing human beings that love serving owners of service companies, not people that don't really care and I yell at them or train them or pay them or somehow trying to induce them to be nice to you. They love you. They love doing what they do. So we find people already are kind of going the same direction we're going, and then we line up with them, right? So in addition to enabling me to have my first 7-figure exit, it turned me personally into someone who could build amazing teams on demand, at will, starting from scratch. And people want to be a part of it. This is what moved me and can move you from being a manager to a leader, to people wanting to just, as opposed to I will do what you want for money, to I want to be a part of this effort, this movement. This is what I want to do. And the fact that you pay me, that's fantastic. So if this is scratching where you itch, you're like, holy crap, this guy, what he's saying, I love, that's me. We're probably a core values match. I would love to work together, help more, see how I can pour more into your business, whether it's for the many free options we have, or when we come out with some sort of paid thing, we're happy to talk to you on that. So if you're picking up my vibe, you're like, I want more. I wrote a book going over the first 20 years of everything I kind of figured out, good and bad, called I'm a Freaking Genius. Why is this business so hard? If you want a complimentary copy, subscribe, rate, and review. Just direct message me on Instagram. You can go to instagram.com/grow my service company. Just direct message me. I subscribed, or I referred, or I gave you a good rating, and I'll get you a copy of my book for free. If you want more, I want to be a part of the group. I've got a new book coming out. I want a copy of the new book. If you kind of want to be in touch with everything we're doing, all the cool stuff that we're offering, just go to growmyservicecompany.com now. Whenever you listen to this, for those of you live, they'll give you the opportunity to do what we got now. For those of you listening, I promise you go there. There'll be something cool and fun happening. We are way over on time. I get excited about this topic. It's my favorite. Love you guys. Honored to serve you. Reach out. Let us know how we can make your life better, what you'd like to hear more about. Let us know how we can serve Service Nation. Talk soon.